If you want to get somewhere fast, you've got to fly. And since time equals money, the faster, the better. This saying rings true. We'll bring you a combination of planes so fast, they'll save you a boatload of time, but also cost a ton of money. In this video, we bring you the 5 most expensive planes ever made. Before we take flight, be aware that our list of all expensive planes considers luxury private jets and powerful military aircraft. With that said, let's start off with number 5, P-8A Poseidon, $290 million. You don't want to mess with this bad boy, seeing that it carries torpedoes, depth charges, harpoon anti-ship missiles, and more. Dozens of the Boeing-built planes patrol the globe, performing missions ranging from sub-hunting and surveillance to search and rescue. This improved plane was developed for the U.S. Navy by Boeing Defense, Space and Security. It's a modified version of the 737-800ERX, and it conducts anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and shipping interdiction, making it one of the best defensive planes on the planet. The U.S. Navy has awarded Boeing a $1.5 billion production contract for the next 18 P-8A Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft, buying the company's defense business. Boeing's P-8 Poseidon aircraft is a military version of the 737 next-generation planes. The P-8 has 2 variants, the P-8I, flown by the Indian Navy, and the P-8A Poseidon, flown by the U.S. Navy, the Royal Australian Air Force, and the United Kingdom's Royal Air Force. The P-8 can fly up to 41,000 feet and get to the fight faster, able to push 490 knots. P-8A Poseidon is also designed for low-altitude missions and has already proven its ability supporting humanitarian and search and rescue missions. The P-8A's performance and reliability delivers confidence in an uncertain world, in any condition, anywhere, anytime. Number 4. Airbus Beluga XL3, $330 million. At a time when jumbo passenger airplanes, such as the Airbus A380 and Boeing 747, are on their way out, the Beluga XL is one of the first of 6 of the biggest beasts in the skies. Airbus Beluga XL, priced at somewhere around $330 million, had a program cost of a considerable $1 billion. Its design was adapted from an A330 airliner, with Airbus engineers lowering the flight deck and grafting a huge cargo bay onto the fuselage to create its distinctive shape. The supersized transport plane is the successor to the Beluga, which has been in operation since 1995. Based on an A330-200 freighter, it's powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 700 engines. Putting the fun in functionality, the plane's distinctive bulbous shape has earned it the nickname the Flying Whale. That's because of its strong resemblance to the white-colored Arctic dwelling mammal, the beluga. The Airbus Beluga XL3 bubble is 6 meters longer and 1 meter wider than the original Beluga, meaning its cross-section is a spacious 8 meters wide. The decision to build a bigger, better Beluga, the Beluga XL3, was made in November 2014. The primary role of the humongous aircraft is to transport aircraft parts and components around Airbus's production chain. Airbus has a decentralized production structure, with aircraft parts being made in different countries. Number 3. Airbus A380, $400 to $500 million. The double-decker Airbus 380 is the largest commercial plane flying today, with 4 strong engines. The A380 is a modern icon that has flown over 500,000 revenue flights, carrying over 190 million passengers. This includes more than 300 commercial flights per day, and they take off or land around the world every 2 minutes. The most expensive private jet in the world, ranging from $445 to $500 million, has everything to offer. The Saudi prince's plane includes a prey room that rotates so that it always faces Mecca, a 2-car garage, a room for the prince's hawks, a stable, multiple bedrooms, bathrooms with showers, and something that's called a wellness area. As the world's largest and most spacious passenger aircraft, its cabin allows travelers to stretch out in the widest seats in a calm and relaxing environment. With the unparalleled freedom it gives passengers to move about the aircraft, it's no surprise that the A380 is a favorite in all cabin classes. Flying with the A380 is a unique experience that introduces passengers to new standards of in-flight comfort. From first class to economy, the Airbus A380 has a total capacity of 525 people in a 3-class configuration and 850 in a single-class configuration. This plane was involved in an accident on November 4, 2010, on a flight from Shanghai to Sydney, when one of its engines developed a problem which forced the pilot to land in Singapore. Luckily, there were no injuries to the crew or passengers. Number 2. Air Force One, $660 million. The President of the United States must be ready to travel anywhere in the world on a moment's notice. Fortunately, modern presidents have access to a variety of transportation options, including flying aboard Air Force One. Although Air Force One can describe any Air Force aircraft carrying the president, it is now standard practice to use the term to refer to specific planes equipped to transport the Commander-in-Chief. The Air Force One is a triple-decker with 4,000 square feet of space. This gives all passengers plenty of legroom to stretch their legs. The plane can easily hit a speed of 650 miles per hour. For medical emergencies, there's a mini hospital on board with specialist doctors and an operation theater. Capable of refueling mid-air, Air Force One has unlimited range and can carry the president whenever he needs to travel. The onboard electronics are hardened to protect against an electromagnetic pulse, and Air Force One is equipped with advanced secure communications equipment, allowing the aircraft to function as a mobile command center in the event of an attack on the United States. The aircraft is even equipped to survive meteor strikes, earthquakes, and nuclear war. In case of an attack, it deploys flares to counter heat-seeking missiles, ECM or electronic countermeasures, and radar jamming technology. Air Force One is maintained and operated by the Presidential Airlift Group, part of the White House Military Office. Air Force One is one of the most recognizable symbols of the U.S. presidency, spawning countless references not just in American culture, but across the world. Emblazoned with the words United States of America, the American flag, and the seal of the President of the United States, it's an undeniable presence whenever it flies. Number 1. B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber, $2.1 billion. Designed during the Cold War as the world's first low observable, or stealth, strategic bomber, this baby is the most produced and the most expensive flying wing design in the world. Its low observability would help it penetrate the air defenses of sophisticated world powers. The B-2 Spirit is by far the most expensive aircraft ever built. This strategic bomber features low stealth technology designed to penetrate anti-aircraft defenses and is able to employ conventional and nuclear weapons. It can drop up to 80 to 500-pound class-guided bombs, or 16 2,400-pound B-83 nuclear bombs. The B-2 has a crew of 2 pilots, a pilot in the left seat and mission commander in the right. The B-2's low observability is derived from a combination of reduced infrared, acoustic electromagnetic, visual and radar signatures. These signatures make it difficult for the sophisticated defense systems to detect, track, and engage the B-2. Many aspects of the low observability process remain classified. However, the B-2's composite materials, special coating, and flying wing design all contribute to its stealthiness. The B-2 cost about $135,000 per hour to operate. It has a flying range of 6,000 nautical miles and refuels every 6 hours. The plane has amenities such as a hot plate to prepare food, a bed and a toilet. One pilot can sleep at a time on long missions, minimizing fatigue during round-the-clock flights. The combat effectiveness of the B-2 was proved in Operation Allied Force, where it was responsible for destroying 33% of all Serbian targets in the first 8 weeks by flying nonstop to Kosovo from its home base in Missouri and back. So what do you think of the 5 most expensive planes ever made? Which ones were your favorite? Is there an expensive plane that we forgot to mention? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe with the notification bell for more luxurious videos.